we have different forms of contents. We have the video content, we have the audio content, we have the written content, and we have the still image kind of content, right? So you have to understand your passion, understand your target audience, right? And then understand. Hello. So in this lesson, we'll be talking on, or we'll be learning what content creation is. So content creation is the art of producing valuable materials for a specific audience, right? And for you to identify your role as a creator. Now, you just had me use the word creator. So someone who creates content is called a creator, right? So for you to identify your role as a creator, you have to understand what you are passionate about. You have to understand your target audience, that's people you are serving, and then you have to understand the platform, the best place for you to share that thing that you are passionate about, right? For you to share it to your audience. Let me just touch a little on how you can find your role as a creator. So one, define your passion. What are you passionate about? Like what excites you? What interests you so much that you don't stop talking about, right? Something that you love doing, that even if they don't pay you or give you something, right, in return, you just want to do it and do it for fun and just happy in doing it, right? So you have to identify that particular thing. What's your passion? What are you so excited about? You have to know what that thing is if you want to succeed as a creator. Two, you have to know your audience. Who are you targeting? Like that content that you want to produce right now, who do you want to see that particular content? You have to understand that particular stuff, right? You have to know who you are targeting, who you are reaching, or who you want to reach with your content. Very, very important if you must succeed, right, as a creator. Three, you have to choose your platform. What platform, right, is best for sharing this particular stuff you've created? What is the best place, or should I say, where is the best place for you to share this particular content, right? And then another thing that, before we even go into that, another thing you have to understand is you have to understand the form in which you want to produce your valuable content for your audience, because we have different forms of contents. We have the video content, we have the audio content, we have the written content, and we have the still image kind of content, right? So the video content is the one that almost every single one of us know. What you are seeing right now is the video content where you appear in front of the camera. And then we have the audio content, which like podcasts, voiceover, like stuff you have to just use your audio recorder, right, to do without you showing your face. That is the audio content. Then we have the written content, like the blog posts, articles, anything that you write. You don't need to show your face or even use your voice, right? All you just need to do is to write your message and pass it across to your audience. That's the written content. We have the still image kind of content, right? Like pictures and a whole lot of stuff like that you just have to use your camera to snap, or infographics where you just design something, still image you design and you post. So those are the different forms of content. Now you have to understand your passion, understand your target audience, right? And then understand the form of content, because once you know your passion, you know what you are passionate about, what you want to produce, the kind of content you want to produce, right? And then you know the audience you are targeting, people you want to reach with the content you've produce, or content you want to produce. Maybe at this point in time you've not done it, right? More content you want to produce. The next thing is for you to know how you want to produce that content. Is it in form of videos, or written kind of content, or audio, or maybe still image? Which if you ask me for a recommendation, I will tell you video, because video content is one that you do and you can extract all other kind of contents from. So, but it depends on what you really want to do, right? I'm not forcing you to actually go for video content. I just want you to understand, I'm just giving you a recommendation. If you have to go for something, please go for something that will get you a result, right? So once you understand all of this, right, the next thing is the platform. If it's video content, right, we have different social media platforms you can post your video content. We have YouTube if you are doing like long form video, or maybe video podcast, right? Or anything that requires you to put in the effort, right, to teach, or maybe you want to entertain and is kind of long and all that, YouTube is one of the best places to do that, right? YouTube is a place, the home for long form video, if you will. Though on YouTube also you can post short form videos, right? But it's primarily designed for long form videos. And then if you are someone that you do more of the short form kind of video, then platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels is perfect for you, right? And then if you just do more of kind of visual storytelling, right, Instagram is one of the best places for you to use. So when you know the kind of content you want to produce, your audience, and then the form of content, right, then you need to understand where to post your content. Once you know all of this, right, the next thing is your content goals. What do you want to achieve with your content? You have to ask yourself that question. What do you want to achieve? For some people, they want to brand themselves, they want to put themselves out there, right? For some people, they have businesses, right? And then they want to use their content to build their brand and also make sales, or maybe get people to know their brand or to know them. For some people, it's monetization. They want to monetize their audience as I create content and make money, maybe the platform monetization and all that, right? So you have to understand your goal. What is your goal? What is your goal? What's your objective? Why do you even want to create content in the first place? You need to be able to answer that question, right? And finally, you have to experiment and adapt. Don't just be stiff, right? Experiment, test different forms of content, do the video content, do audio content, do all kind of content if you can, right? And then and change the style of your content. If you are doing video content today, you can sit like I'm sitting here, or you can go to front of the whiteboard and teach, or maybe go outdoor and do it, right? Test to understand what your audience really need, right? Is very, very important. So I'm sure you understand what content creation is at this point. Again, just to summarize what we've discussed here, right? Content creation is the art of producing valuable materials for a targeted audience. That's what content creation is. And for you to find your role, you have to understand your passion, the audience you're targeting, the platform you want to post, the form of content you want to produce, your goal as a content creator, and then you have to experiment, test, right? Very, very important. All right, let's move to the next lesson, right? Catch you in the next lesson.